Hey guys, Matt here with
Molly.
And we're Streamin Freedom, and today we're going to take you through a little bit of the dark side of RV life.
You see what's going on right there? I might have just got that guy thrown in jail.
Hey guys, welcome to our channel. I'm Matt.
I'm Molly.
I'm Tyler. I'm Jen. And I'm Nick.
And we're Streamin Freedom.
I'm on top of the world, now I'm living. And the good just gets better, keeps on giving. Not even close to the end, it's just beginning. Life is getting lighter while the days are getting brighter, yeah.
Today we're going to be sharing with you some of our most frustrating days since we've started RVing.
Several experiences that we've had that have been really tough, and they've all been around stuff breaking.
I'm pretty sure we got a lemon.
I don't know. So we're really curious. If you have an RV, if you travel, especially if you're full-time, does stuff break all the time?
Our breaks literally all the time.
So that can be really complicated because it puts you trying to find a place to stay potentially, or you got to adjust your schedule. We figured it would be good to share with you some of these really hard, frustrating, annoying, even depressing moments. At the end of it all, it kind of makes you laugh at how ridiculous this world can be. Most days, pretty exciting, but today we're going to share with you some of the stuff that's not so exciting. Our worst days ever. So if you've been following along with the vlog, we kind of wrapped up last season, season 3, with a fun little visit with Less Junk More Journey at Magnolia down in Waco. What we didn't tell you was about the last night that we were there in Waco.
Now I go?
Now is a good time.
Okay. So we spent most of the day at Magnolia Farms with Nathan and Marissa. So we get home from Magnolia Market after being gone all day. The bus is hot. It kind of smells like the sewer. And so we figured we needed to bump the AC up and empty the black tank.
Yeah. Sometimes the sewer lines, when they're connected to the outdoors, if there's not a P-trap or kind of a place where the water can fill up the whole line, then the smell can kind of pass through and end up in your bus. So
that's gross.
Or I thought that was the issue. I thought that's all it was causing it to smell.
I knew deep down it wasn't.
And unfortunately, a little bit later, we found out...
well, the bus kept smelling, and it kept getting worse, like really bad. We still couldn't figure it out, and then Ben, it's about 9:30, and Benny sneaks outside to get one of his Nerf guns out of one of our bigger bays that has all the board games and scooters and skateboards and all that.
Basically our toy bay. And right above it is the pump for the toilet. Well, let's just say it ended up being a pretty crappy situation. So Ben went out, grabbed one of his toys, and felt something on it and wiped it off.
Ew.
Then he got Tyler to come out and look. Tyler comes back in and says, "Dad, you may want to check this out."
Matt goes out and I follow him.
Turned her around, told her to go back inside, and here's a little bit of what happened after that.
I think I'm gonna put this shot in the video, but that's what happened. These are really thick and nothing's gonna get through them. I don't think we're using those guns anymore. So I've got everything out, and except for the one big container, which is too big to fit in a trash bag, so I don't really know what I'm gonna do with that. And like I said, there's no dumpster here. I have a plan, but there's one part of the plan that is not ideal. I've got to get a hole in the bottom of the sink, but a little bit closer to the center, because the holes that are on this side are just too close to the side. I'm trying to figure out how can I drill without getting my drill bit all poopy. Using the ortho thing, put some bleach in here, and we're mixing it with the water. Let's see if that helps. It's 11:49. You see that? I have to lean the bus to to one side, drill the hole, put the bucket under the hole, drain, lean it this way, drain it. Hopefully I can switch buckets and not make too much of a mess in the process. So I used the bleach spray and I kind of sprayed the stuff backwards. So I got a clean spot to drill. There was a little bit that bounced up that might have hit me in the face. All right, so it's 12:15. Got the bus pointed that way. We've got the hole drilled. We've got the bucket under. So now it's time to lean the bus back this way. Let it drain. I don't know how well this plan's gonna work. I'm honestly kind of not real confident in it. We'll see. It's kind of tricky because I got to go lean the bus and then run out here real quick in case it's draining too much too fast. Switch it, put the lid on it, take it over there, dump it. This is gonna be a mess. All right, here we go. Alright, I'm starting to feel a little more confident about my plan. Everything's draining. It's not going to be too much. I'll dump that tub, put the other tub under there, and gradually just clean it out. I think we're going to get this done. What do you do when crap happens? Just clean that crap up, move on. Well, maybe don't move on. Maybe go to the shop and get the crap macerator or whatever fixed. That might be a better solution. Alright, this doesn't happen very often, but somehow the door locked. Can't get back in. Dang it. I don't know what my son's doing still up, but fortunately he's going to get me back inside. Someone must have locked that. Alright, I think it's time for round one of dumping this into the sewer line. That's going to be a little bit tricky. Hopefully it's going to go okay.
We're trying to shoot a video. It's not nap time.
But it should be.
All right, Molly doesn't want to get up, so we're going to tell you the story laying down. Yeah?
I guess. I can't
Bottom line,
remember.
I think I got someone arrested that night. This is not a good angle. We should try something else.
See what's going on right there? I might have just got that guy thrown in jail. I was sitting here and all of a sudden I heard this bam, and then bam, it was like multiple hits. So I thought it was multiple cars. It ended up being one car, a couple guys that smashed into a wall. But I called 911 immediately because it kind of looked like from here that there was some. Yeah, you can't see it anymore. It looked like there were some like lights on the other side of the road that looked like a fire. I thought it happened on the other side of the highway. It's actually just right here next to me. Anyways, it's kind of a bum deal. For the guy, I think he may have unfortunately not been in a situation where he was in the ideal situation getting a wreck. Didn't look drunk, so just may not have been at the right place at the right time. So hopefully I didn't get him thrown in jail.
Okay, so hold on, let me make sure yeah, that's a little too close. Okay, so I gotta explain one little thing about this part. So the funny part was I'm in this yellow suit and I walk up to the highway and I'm got my phone in one hand on with 911, and unfortunately the dude was possibly on drugs. Kids don't do drugs, well, especially not while driving. And he didn't have a license. So anyways, that was kind of rough. I was like, I felt bad for the kid. And I'm waiting there, and the cops finally show up. And I'm like, hey, do you need me for anything else? They're like, no. And it was like they were annoyed that I was there. And I was like, it's kind of weird. Why are they so annoyed? I was trying to help out. But in addition to that, all of a sudden, as I was walking back, I looked down. And I didn't realize that I was kind of all doing this mindless. And I still had a paper towel that I'd been wiping crap up with. So then I understood why the cop was a little annoyed that I was there. Plus probably a little curious why I looked like I was in a hazmat suit.
Besides the whole thing of the wreck, I think it's close to 2 o'clock in the morning now. pretty much cleaned the bay up well. The only problem is it appears that the pump for the toilet, when it comes on, it then spits out more junk. This cleanup I can handle. Gotta take the RV into a shop. That's a real freaking issue. You're not gonna believe this. I drove to Walmart and back. This is the Jeep. The camera was sitting right there the whole time. That's so lucky. Okay, it's 3 o'clock. I'm extremely exhausted, but I can't. It's just a job you can't quit in the middle of. There's still some crap water in there. I got some towels that I'm gonna soak that up with. Oh, you still see me? Then I can wipe down with a little Lysol. Sorry, I'm getting tired. I gotta find a dumpster, so I'm gonna drive around and see if there's one anywhere on this property. All right, there's a Motel 6 right across the street here. Back parking lot's pretty empty, so I think I can toss it there. Unfortunately, it's on the other side of the highway, so I'm not driving a pickup truck or anything, so I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do this. My plan is I'm gonna use the bike rack. This might be a terrible idea. You didn't see anything. There's a seal that seems to be broken right here. So whenever the pump turns on randomly, it spits out a little bit of...
So fortunately we were in Waco, which is just south of Dallas where all our family lives, so we went ahead and took the bus back into the shop and hung out with my parents for a little over a week to just kind of give time to get that fixed and get a few other things done and visit some more family.
Now that we had a working bathroom, once again, we could hit the road, which took us to Missouri to check out an RV park that we were considering purchasing. And after Missouri, we decided to head up to Utah.
Yeah, we actually decided maybe that wasn't the RV park that we wanted. Molly wasn't feeling real good, so we went and checked out several others, trying to figure out a way to fit the RV park business into our future. Once we were up in Utah, though, we were on a time crunch because Molly needed to get back to Florida for
I had a Run Disney race in Orlando, a half marathon.
We'll catch you up on that later, but on the way there, you'd think our luck would improve.
I need a.
Yep, something's broken.
But no.
Surprise, surprise. We're somewhere near St. Louis right now, and it's day 3, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Day 3 of our driving.
Is this like
And
sanitizer?
a little bit earlier this morning, came over here to the generator and... You see that? Oh, there it is. Service fault, 19.
I need a.
Yep, something's
does
broken.
That mean only service
So-
comes when someone turns 19?
Yes, that's exactly what that means, smarty pants. So,
If you're 19 years old, please come help us.
not funny.
Then why are you laughing?
Okay, it's funny.
Took off from Utah, headed through Wyoming,
We had 1 week.
and we had 36 hours of driving to fit into 7 days. The challenge is halfway through it, our generator stopped working. No generator, no AC. Now, it wasn't the hottest time of the year yet, but it was still getting warm quickly.
We're gonna drive all the way to Nashville tonight, which is gonna take me till probably
No, don't say it.
12:30.
Oh, wait, pause.
Maybe
Are you
one.
gonna sponsor me the More We Explorers?
I'm sponsoring the Moral Explorer YouTube channel. You should check it out. There's some of the originals that helped us get started.
We had to stop by the Cummins dealership in, I think it was Tennessee.
Yeah, that sounds right. We spent the night at the Cummins dealership.
All right, it's day 4 of the trip. Ben's waking up. We are at the, can you see that? Cummins Dealer. We're gonna try to get the generator fixed at 7 a.m. Drove till 3 last night to get here. A little tired. We're gonna go get some breakfast, maybe go work out at the Planet Fitness. So that's the plan.
They looked at the generator the following day.
All right, so we just talked to Rory here at the Nashville Cummins. He's a pretty smart guy. Thinks he knows what the deal is, potentially, and thinks he can get it running for us at least. And then from there, we may have to get a permanent fix later on because he won't have the parts. So we'll see how that all goes. And pretty quickly got it taken care of. Thank goodness. Back at the RV place, they said got it fixed. It's sort of a temporary permanent fix. It's tight enough, should work for a while, but really could be a better fix, but they don't have the part for it, and they don't have, it would take them a few days to order. So the question is, how much is it gonna cost? They're saying they may not be able to file with a warranty since it's not a permanent fix, so we'll see. We were on the road again, making it just in time for Molly's half marathon. Once again, video coming soon. You would think that with the generator fixed, the toilet fixed, we'd have some time where everything would be smooth.
No.
Not so much. All right, so we just got the Freightliner. The bus has got a check engine light on. We're about an hour away. Thanks, Tyler, for joining the video. It's good to know you have good hygiene. So we're 1 hour away from where we were trying to meet some friends at and stay tonight. Freightliner is saying they won't even get the bus looked at till this afternoon. So I don't know what to do. If we stay here, if I stay in the bus, then Molly's gotta come back and get me, which is an hour drive there and back. If they fix the bus, great. If it's like nothing, then it's like, frustrating. Back from Florida, we were headed to Dallas. One of our cousins, my cousins, was getting married. So as you know, a check engine light may be nothing or it may be something, but bottom line, it was something we wanted to make sure of. We couldn't afford for the bus to break down. So we stopped by a place in Birmingham, Alabama, a Freightliner, to see if we could get it fixed. All right, so I'm on my phone. It's gonna be a little shaky, but so we're at Freightliner, and they can't get us in until maybe this afternoon or tomorrow, and it's just a mess. So we're gonna try to take the kids to a Barnes & Noble. I'm gonna try to do my webinar, hopefully find out it's a small issue, and get to our campground tonight. If not, we'll be in a hotel tonight, or back here at the bus waiting for them to get it in there tomorrow. So lots of up in the air. It's part of this life. Not our favorite part. All right, so back at the bus after the Barnes & Noble trip, and they're not gonna get to it today. So we're gonna take the bus up to the campsite, hang out with some friends, and I'm gonna bring it back the hour drive tomorrow.
And unfortunately, they were not able to fix it in a quick enough time period. We did stay in an RV park outside of Birmingham with some friends for a week, right?
Yeah, decided to just go ahead and risk it a little bit, and then headed on to get to the wedding in Dallas, where we figured we'd drop the bus off and stay with my Uncle Joe and Stephanie for a week and have the kids get a chance to spend some time with them. And we celebrated Tyler's 13th birthday. It is a little bit early, but we decided to celebrate Tyler's birthday. And so we made did a little grilling out here at my uncle's house. And the kids are playing in the pool, shooting some hoop on the basketball hoop. And Ezekiel's gonna go crazy. Oh no, it was Ike. Ike's going crazy.
Long time no see camera.
Yeah, we've been a little lazy lately. This is our newest edition about the cutest kid around, Smiley. Smiley Jai.
And my brother's wife, Brittany. And here's her beast of a offensive lineman. Oh, we had it on video. I'll see if I can edit that out to make it look like it went in. How you feeling, birthday boy? Feeling like a teenager?
Yeah.
No? How are you feeling?
Watch this! Dad, watch this!
We're watching.
Video me.
I'm videoing you. You're full focus. Oh, you lived through it. Amazing. Well, the party's over. Was it a success?
I don't know. It's supposed to be a surprise, so it's up to you guys.
Was it a surprise?
Yeah.
Did you have a clue?
No.
A hint?
No.
So we surprised you.
Yeah.
I call that a success.
So that took care of the check engine light, but we also had broken stairs that they weren't catching, so the motor wasn't raising and lowering them.
It was one of those things where we didn't have to fix it, but it was quite annoying to bungee the stairs up when we drove and let them down. So we had to find a time to get the stairs fixed. But we ended up deciding to wait till after leaving Dallas and head up to Utah. And we also found out that someone in some of the repairs that we had done had,
Slit the screen on our screen door.
or maybe it was the kids, we weren't sure, so we decided we had to just get all that fixed. So we headed up to Utah, spent some time in Park City. Awesome.
Beautiful.
And then decided it was time to put the bus in the shop again. We also had a trip to Destin, Florida planned. So we put the bus in the shop.
Well, before we put the bus in the shop, we also had a broken washer dryer. I can't even turn it off.
It's trying to. Oh yeah.
The dryer it would wash, but it wasn't actually drying the clothes very well.
That doesn't work very well.
And what else was broken?
And then the water heater stopped working.
Well, it would work, just you wouldn't get super hot water for very long.
And then there was a couple bay doors that weren't working, and there was a fender kind of piece behind the wheel that was also coming loose. So all these little minor repairs that needed to get fixed. Okay, the washer and dryer wasn't minor, nor I guess the water heater or...
Kind of want a hot shower.
Yeah. So we went ahead and dropped the bus off, headed to Destin in the Jeep, and had another fun family reunion down there in Destin. So we got back from our Destin reunion. It was a lot of fun and it took them a little while to get it done. So we stayed with my sister for a couple weeks, and our RV life is turning very much into a couch surfing life.
Yes.
However, we think maybe finally when we get it out of the shop, we're going to be all done.
7 weeks later.
Was it 7?
Yes,
It really was?
I kept track of it.
I thought it was like 6 or 4.
No, it's way more than 4.
Oh man.
It
So
was like between 6 and 7 weeks.
literally, they say it's done. We go to pick it up. They drive it to the drive, and I go and check, and the batteries aren't working.
Dead.
Can't even get it off the lot. So they say it's a fuse, but the batteries may not be in great condition. So we get a new fuse, and it's working. We drive it up to my sister's, get everything repacked in it. So I'm just walking out here to the bus. This is RV life. So I walk. This is me walking. And well, isn't that a nice surprise? Check that thing. So the bottom line is we're heading to the tire shop. So we're getting close to the tire shop. It could be a small repair, or it may be
a $600 tire. Freaking hope not, so we'll find out. Tire center place right here, and guy's gonna help me try to figure it out. So pulled it out, and well, it all ends up being anticlimactic. I had a screw about that thick in it, and pulled it out and turned around, and we're heading back home. So no money cost. Thank you.
In Idaho, we had been invited by some new friends, some other social media rock stars.
Freckled Fox.
And so they invited us to stay on, like, behind their house. So we went up there to hang out with them. And while up there, we figured out that our batteries were completely dead.
Poof.
What did you think about those dead batteries?
No charging.
Now, when you have no batteries, your only option is to run your generator just consistently if you're boondocking, which is exactly what we were doing.
Because our refrigerator is like a normal refrigerator. It's not Dometic, so it can't run off propane.
Yeah.
So no batteries means, yeah, generators running 24/7 just so our food doesn't go bad.
Yeah, which we found out shortly after that was inevitable anyways.
While we were staying with Emily and Richard, we had just intended to stay for a few days and then hit the road again. But they realized their kids had a couple days off school, so they said, why don't we just pack up and go somewhere all together since they have a travel trailer.
And we decided on Yellowstone. We got Richard driving, thank goodness. We won't ask him to look over here. And the original Freckle Fox. And what's she doing, her hair? That's so surprising. And because Yellowstone was packed, we decided maybe we'd have to boondock. Once again, needing to keep the generator running, because I still hadn't gotten batteries yet.
At the end of our stay outside of Yellowstone, we realized the day we were leaving, I think while we were traveling, our refrigerator was not cooling to the right temperature, and everything just felt kind of slightly cool, a little bit warm.
We started the drive out to where we're headed, which is Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. So we just got here and realized our refrigerator is not cold enough, and so usually that means the freezer is clogged somehow.
And so we had to completely empty out the fridge and trash everything while we were at a gas station stop, and continue driving to Coeur d'Alene and hope that once we got there we would be able to find someone that could fix our refrigerator.
We looked for someone who would come out, and he tried to replace the fan, took the fan out, checked on it, thought that it would be working fine, only to find out that once he reinstated...
It was like a flying bug on me.
I did get the batteries replaced while in Coeur d'Alene.
You did do that? He didn't kill himself.
Okay, let's rewind. So our bus was in the shop for about a month, and we had a bunch of stuff worked on. It sat basically not running for a while, and I don't know if it was because it sat there or because of how I ran the batteries, probably that, but the batteries are now all dead. So today we're going to try to replace the RV batteries. Voila, we have batteries. I did it. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 batteries out. That's a new one. Got them out. Somehow, unlike many of the projects that I've done that I do not successfully complete, I have successfully installed a new set of batteries. Look at that. I even put new cables and everything. Look how good that looks. Golly, incredible. We'll have to see in the next few days what explodes, but hopefully nothing. Really? That's how you're gonna end this? Is playing my belly?
It really is good drums.
Now we're at 2 weeks of no refrigerator, right?
Yeah.
A lot of eating out. I could tell you all the good places to eat in Coeur d'Alene if you're ever there.
But at the end of the day, we don't get it, but things just keep breaking.
So what's your guess after a refrigerator? What's gonna go next?
Oh, please don't guess anything. Just let us be. These have been some of the hardest times in the RVs. There's so many adventures, so many beautiful places, but when your RV is broken, it just is frustrating.
Think about when your car breaks, you take it and you drop it off and you get a loaner. Well, when your house is on wheels and it breaks, you take it off and drop it, and they don't give you a loaner RV. You have to find someone to stay with.
Luckily, we have a lot of family members and friends, so we get hooked up wherever we go.
We are blessed to have family all over that are super kind to us and really show us a ton of love. So now we're staying here at Jeff and Peg's. We're so grateful for them in Spokane, Washington.
Here's a disclaimer though. If you invite us to stay with you, you'll never know how long it is because something will probably break and then we'll have to stay longer than what we originally planned. So
hopefully we won't ever have to put you in that spot. We are grateful for the chance that it gives us to get to know our family and friends better, but we do hope that sooner or later this whole crazy breaking adventure is going to stop.
I just want to point out one thing. He's wearing a Morby Explorer shirt.
Check them out. They're great.
We need to get our own merch, so keep liking those videos, and my dad might have time to do it. And goodbye. I'm going to jump on the trampoline.
Thanks for watching, guys. On our next vlog, I'm going to bring you a sick Overlander rig. You're going to want to see this. It's super cool.
Want to see more videos? Like this video. And subscribe down.